Hi, everyone. Hey, if you can hear me, we're still a couple minutes away from starting, but I would like a thumbs up if you can hear me. Let me play with some of the lighting here and see what we can do about it. No, we want the lighting on, definitely. Okay. So a thumbs up if you can see and hear me. Okay, thank you, Ricky. Hey, Ricky, do you have your sphere going? I know Tess has her singing bowls. Sweets in Iowa, hello. Linda O'Connor, Washington State, good to see you here. Hello, Asa. I hope I said that right. Lynette Rabas. Lally Walford. Hello. Sherian. Hello. Okay, we're 1 minute away from starting. Good for you, Ricky. Ricky's grounding if you're not watching the chat. Now, once I get started officially, I won't be looking at the chat. Tess will kind of be reading that, but she'd like to participate. So if everybody will keep your comments really positive, I'd appreciate that so that she can just focus on giving energy to her intention today. Janet, you got a live notice. That is amazing. Oh, by the way, quick announcement, since it's not quite 2 o'clock, I am permanently off Facebook. So they decided they don't like me permanently. So I don't know. Maybe that'll change when 47 is officially in office, but there won't be any more Facebook links from me, just so you know. They did one thing. They allowed me to download my materials. So I had family photos and things like that because that page I used was my personal page till the tarot channel took off. And so that was nice that I didn't lose those photos. But I had a big meme line for library. I hate to see that go away. Some of those were timeless. Hi, Lorraine. Deb. Okay, guys, it is 2 o'clock. So I'm going to get started now. And I won't edit out that first part, the hellos and welcomes. They're just a couple minutes of us kind of blending our energies. And I always appreciate that. Welcome to our monthly meditation here at Laura's View and Tarot 2. This is being done live, so your grace is appreciated as we go through this process here. Just so you know, if this is your first time joining us, there is, and you have maybe some preconceived notions about what meditation might look like, I'm not going to be in any lotus position. It's focused energy is what we're doing with our meditation with lots of protection. So, and I'll explain as we go why we do that. So you may wonder why I'm spending so much of our 30-minute time on protection, but it's vital. It is because in the past, one of the pitfalls of trying to do a large group meditation was the fact that energy could be hijacked or transmuted and used for other purposes. So we protect ourselves and our energy first and foremost, and we protect that energy from all directions, past, present, parallel timelines, so that it goes on in perpetuity or for eternity in the intention we have for our meditation. I think the topics we focus on are pretty timeless and will always have a home. But if not, that energy can just go out in light and love throughout the universe, landing on nothing if it ends up being, a time less than timely, like I think it is. Okay. Now our focus this month is going to be on the power of intention. I'm not trying to do any copyright infringement because I found out later that somebody has used that title for a publication and that kind of thing. But we really are talking about the power of our personal intentions. And then we're also going to focus on the fact that combined similar intentions have some power too. And this came about because I've had a couple of conversations, as I said, with mixed success, explaining to some people that said, you weren't like this years ago. And I've admitted I've made mistakes, made too many to count, and that my life has changed. And that I tried to explain that the traits I had, because I wasn't, I was just your typical American occasional screw up. So when I made changes, I tried to make them for the better. I tried to learn from my mistakes and not repeat them. And then as time went on, I decided that the traits that didn't come naturally to me, I was going to still try to model them and have them, but have them come intentionally. And just one topic in particular would be patience. I had to use a lot in my career in special education, which helped hone that skill. But then in my personal life, I've had to practice intentionally being more patient. And that's just one trait, but it's gotten a lot easier. And I have a more depth of reserves because of that, intentionally modeling that. So I wanted us to kind of focus on that, give some thought to that today. But let's stop here right now and do a couple of things that are very important to this process. First of all, if you are here just as an observer, you're curious, you're even skeptical, you are more than welcome. I hope most of you here right now, it looks like we've got 72 that are watching, and hopefully most of you are here to provide positive energy for what we're doing. If you are trying to provide negative energy in some form and to derail or have us have less success with love, light, and positivity and our focus, I'm going to count down from 3, and I'm letting you know that any negative energy that's being intended for us, is attached to us, is in us, on us, near us, or is reaching us from behind in time, ahead in time, or parallel, whatever it might be. Any negative intention is going to be set to create our loving creator, to the source of all sources, to be transmuted or changed. So you've had your warning, and 3, 2, 1, you're gone. So be it, so be it, so be it. Thanks, Bara. She mentioned I should say that 3 times whenever I say it. So now we're here in positivity or protected in our positivity. So that is fantastic. Let's talk a little more about our intentions, and then again, a little more about protection. So my intention here, and hopefully yours with me, is first of all, that you're joining in free will, and that you'll participate only to the extent that your free will determines is right for you. So if I mention a topic or a subject that doesn't align with your free will, please know that we always operate within free will. Even though we think when we're sending love and light out, we'd like to send it to everybody, there are some energies that don't welcome love and light, and we honor that. But most do. Most do. Okay, so our intention is that if you've joined in this meditation with good intent, that you be protected from evil in any form before, during the meditation, and beyond. That any positive intention that is stated in our meditations may never be used, converted, or transmuted to other purposes, ever. So, like I said, for eternity or in perpetuity, the intentions stated today that are positive and loving will remain without being changed in any way forever, so that you feel safe and good about donating your energy to the topics we discuss. Okay, now we're going to combine our energy in love and light and share positive intentions in our meditative focus. And we intend that the energy of love and light that we give in this meditation be bestowed in equal measure on those of us who give it, so we feel our loving creator's love and know that our meditation will have made a positive impact on this plane of existence. Okay, and that our personal, this is very important, that our personal reserves of love and light fill up even faster than we send it out. When I first started the channel, I had people cautioning me about wishing love and light, because they said that my love and light, which are finite in quantity, could be depleted. And I had to explain that it's simply a mindset and a practice, and it's a learned skill to be a conduit. So yes, I contribute my energy to every time I wish you well, send you love, send you light, but I do it knowing that my bucket is being filled as faster than I send it out. So I can be a conduit. So you can too. And let's be conduits of all that is good and all that is light and all that is positive. And just know we're drawing from a limitless and absolutely no boundaries to the amount of love and light that can be given out and used. So there's no limits to it. We just have to learn that if we're adding ours to it, just understand and welcome that refilling of our energy from whomever that's positive and loving you worship, because this is a non-denominational meditation. Most of us arrive here with some sort of faith practice. Some don't. That's okay too. You can just be positive and understand that energy is important and can be channeled and used and be here. But we arrive sometimes with a faith practice, and I try not to impose mine on you, but I do have one. And if I slip and do, please understand that it's absolutely accidental, not on purpose. And this is non denominational, as I said. You can come here with anything from scientific detachment to a very fervent faith practice that's very important to you. And you're all welcome here. Absolutely. The only thing we don't welcome is negative energy, and we already dealt with that. Now, another thing about that negative energy, if any tries to enter down the road, like I said, from the future sent back, that is also being diverted in perpetuity. So we're like this little safe little white shining gemstone capsule of love and light that goes on forever, and nothing can be absorbed that's negative from it in it. So that's how I picture it. And a lot of what I do with these meditations, it does involve visualizing. So we were talking about the focus this month, which is on the power of intention. And I started off at the time I announced it, I wanted it to kind of be personal because all of us have qualities we would like to have more of that are positive. And I still want to keep that, but I want to also honor the very, very basic truth that the power of intention can affect the world, as we know when we try to manifest. Think about it. When you want to manifest something, you decide what positive change you want. Hopefully, it's a positive manifestation you're trying to do. And that's your intention when you make that decision and send your energy to having that result come about. Okay, because energy flows where attention goes. So there are some world and or national or regional issues that you may have on your heart that you'll want to add to the intentions. And that is absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. No problem with that. I'm going to start having us visualize, though, on a personal level, and then we'll expand it out. And as I said, as we expand it outward to the world around us, if I mention a topic that you don't want to give energy to, just tell the universe, I'm going to sit this one out and I'll wait for the next stated intention. And that's fine. Or I'm going to skip this one and keep focusing on my personal intention of whatever it might be. Okay. So some of those intentions that I've had friends share with me, one wanted, and it was beautiful to have her admit it, volume control with her family to get their attention. She's had to raise her volume over the years so that it's become almost a habit to speak louder than she'd really like to. Another one has, as I said, patience has been one. Another one to have impulse control. Another one wanted to be less tied to technology and more mindful and present in daily and family life. So some intentions like that have been stated, and I thought they were all really beautiful. Wanted to share those with you. But right now, I want you to think of one trait that you personally would like to model, to show, to demonstrate more consistently to the world, or to your family, or to yourself. Okay. And you don't have to tell us what it is, although, by the way, you are welcome to keep chatting in the box here and share your intentions, or just ask for, if anybody wants to throw some energy my way, my intention is XYZ. And then people that agree and want to can do so. Also, you don't have to chat during the meditation. You are welcome to add comments later because this is being recorded. So it will be available under the tab that says live on my Laura's View and Tarot YouTube channel. Okay, so let's take a minute. Like I said, I'm big on visualizing. So I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to think of something I want to embody more of more often. And then I'm going to and I'm not going to state what that intention is because at this point, I want all of you to have a thought of something you would like to have to demonstrate, show, or be able to call forth more often, more consistently, more powerfully. Okay, whatever that might be, whatever that skill or trait or ability might be. So I'm going to close my eyes. You don't have to. And I'm going to count down from 10. And during that 10 countdown, I'm going to picture myself in various situations doing just what I'm talking about. Okay. Okay. So I'm picturing myself in a situation and I'm responding to it in a way that the way that I'd like to do more often, more easily, more consistently. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, I recognize that our power to change, to embody certain traits or abilities, I mean, we control ourselves. I think half the problems of the world are people want to control others. Okay. So I don't want you to try to force your will for a certain action, response, dialogue from someone else. But I think it's quite okay to picture something that would be on your heart from someone else to go successfully. I'm picturing a successful situation, XYZ situation, handled in ways that my loving creator is proud of. And we're not asking the other person to make changes they might not be ready for. But we can say, incidentally, if that person that I'm thinking of in this situation would welcome having the result go like this, please send them to the love, the light, the energy needed to make that for themselves too. So again, according to their free will, if they would, but we can say here, we can visualize our result, that we want to have this be the result. And we can add on to it that if the person or situation that we're talking about, and again, I'm still kind of on the personal level here, if that would be something that they would welcome, having go better or go like this, please envelop them with this same, love and successful manifestation of our intention. So again, I'm going to think of this time, instead of it's just me having a trait, it's going to be me using that trait with someone else, and then saying, and if they would welcome being able to respond in a similar fashion, please let them have that energy, again, as their free will allows. Okay, and there'll be a 10-second countdown. Hopefully, while I've been talking, you've thought of someone that you would like to have a healthier interaction with, or a situation that you would like to resolve, even if it's just simply getting a refund at the grocery store, whatever it might be, that you'll be picturing that. And let's do a 10-second countdown on that. Okay. I'm going to close my eyes. You don't have to. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, I realize, as you know, I work without a script and I speak extemporaneously. We didn't do the breath work we sometimes usually do with these, and we didn't do the readiness work. And I just feel like the universe was kind of telling me to get into it. But let me just stop here and say, if you are a newer viewer, that we usually take the time to have ourselves be more in alignment as far as physically for the chakras. Take some deep breaths, 2 or 3 of them. We also bring our shoulders down. So hopefully most of you are full-time viewers, and even out without me directing you to do that, you were doing it on your own. The shoulders are down. You're sitting as straight as possible and welcoming, energy in from whatever source you worship that's positive. And if you haven't, or that's new to you, then I apologize. But hopefully most of you are return viewers, or you've meditated before, and what I'm saying kind of is something you understand without any kind of problems or issues. So that would be great. All right. Well, I'm going to continue with our meditation focus, and let's broaden it out a little bit. Let's think of something that you would like to have changed in the world. Okay. Or if you're not ready to go out, maybe something you would like to have changed. We can put the power of intention onto a health matter to be resolved. We can put it on, health is a big one, because we have to find ways to stay or get healthy that bypass a lot of the current big pharma suggestions. So you can have your intention be health related. It can be relationship related. Okay. But I want to put some of my energy into, and I don't claim to know a lot about it, but I know that the country of Syria is in flux. I did a video about one element of that. I hear there's factions that taxpayer dollars have funded more than one side of the issues, that there's like 7 or 8 different groups that are now fighting. And what happens is there's little ones that are caught in this conflict. There's families that are losing their homes. There's families that are losing members that were just what is called collateral damage, which I think is a really poor term that it does kind of explain. In other words, they weren't active combatants, but they got caught in the crossfire. They're the casualties. They're harmed in some way. And the same happens in the country that starts with U, but for a long time I wasn't able to say that. And I'm not sure I can still. So I am going to picture some peaceful resolutions to the best possible outcome. And I don't claim to know what it is, but I think the best possible outcome has got to include safety for citizens and families to go about their daily lives. So I'm going to really broad brush stroke my visualization here and not try to impose my will on the situation other than best possible outcome, best possible peaceful outcome. I let the universe have that happen as it might be. So I'm going to take a few seconds for that. If you can think of a situation where there's conflict in our world where you would like it to have the best possible outcome or best possible peaceful outcome, please join me. Okay. I've told you the 2 places I'm going to be thinking of. Okay. For this one. And yeah, I went global on this. So I am looking for best possible peaceful outcome for areas of conflict in Syria and the country that starts with U. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There's so many issues in our world that need our focused attention. There are things being sprayed from our skies that we probably need to, on a daily basis, say, I'm asking for divine and even off-world help in having whatever is being sprayed to be beneficial or benign. And that's a good intention to have. I try to do that daily because unfortunately daily I can look at some point out my windows and see that I'm getting sprayed. And I'm sure many of you can too. Okay. And we've been told that a lot of that spraying is now being done to counteract that, but I'm not so sure. And since I'm not so sure, I'm going to add my intention that no matter what the original intent is, it's beneficial or benign. Can't hurt, gotta help. Okay. We have countries that are making changes. I live in the USA and my country we're going to January 20th is when it's supposed to be official that we will have a new United States President and Commander in Chief. Now, if you, like me, believe that there's lots of layers to that statement, that there's been some continuity of government, things like that going on, I don't claim to know all the ins and outs of that either. But again, I'm going to put my intention to having, again, the best possible outcome and change, peaceful outcome of that process that's possible. Okay. And I know some of you are hoping that there will be leaders where you live that step down and step aside. Okay. And if that is what is meant to be for our timeline, if we can focus intention on that, again, if we're asking for a changeover, some kind of change, you can never go wrong asking for the best possible peaceful outcome. We don't need to grab our pitchforks and things like that and storm the doors. Okay. So if there's a global situation that you can identify with that you would like to see resolved, and I did the global, I'm coming back for myself personally with this US. I think there's some shenanigans planned that will be foiled and thwarted and things like that. So I want that all to happen. And I'm going to do it under the umbrella of the best possible peaceful outcome. And that's going to include, shenanigans failing, false flappy things not working out, that kind of thing, so that we can get on the other side of all this and make our country stronger, better, safer, and more fiscally sound. So again, whatever your intention is, I don't mean to talk over you for too long here. Let's stop and count down from 10 and just picture that situation that is beyond our family and friends, but maybe, regional, for countries, for our world, whatever it might be. Let's picture that having the best possible peaceful outcome. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's look a little beyond our world. If I get a little woo here for you and you want to sit this one out and go back to a family intention, a personal intention, that is fine. But I believe that this plane of existence is part of a much larger community that's very diverse. And for the most part, very, very loving and kind and gentle. And so I want to picture us becoming active, conscious participants with those other members of this plane of existence in just beautiful ways. Again, best possible peaceful outcome for whether it be the uncloaking of devices. Here, we've been here for decades. Whether it be the unmasking of, we've been here for centuries. Whether it be the discovery of communities and places that are subterranean or in Middle Earth or whatever it might be, that as the awareness and integration of our communities grows, that it be peaceful and the best possible outcome. So I'm looking for us to be integrated more actively in a system that doesn't just include this plane of existence at this time. But I do want that integration to come about without a lot of fear, without a lot of hysterical, reactionary type of things, with loving responses. So you've been my neighbor all these years? Well, how cool. I thought you were just the bald dude that mowed his lawn every 5 days. Whatever it might be. Okay. I want that peaceful integration for us. And I think that it's coming and we can actively be part of that. So as I count down from 10, make sure every time I say a number that your shoulders come down a little bit. And that's going to help you increase the energy you put towards the intention. Okay. So again, my next one is about integrating our human earth existence and plane of existence with those of others. And that others that are positive and benevolent. Let's put it that way, because I don't want us to have closer working relationships with any that are negative or evil or want to control or, continue holding us back from our potential, that kind of thing. Okay, so this good integration and benevolent integration happening. Let's 10 on that. Closing my eyes and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now I'm smiling because I pictured myself opening my eyes and seeing like 8-foot beings with big smiles on their faces, and there's not. But who knows? This may be one of those videos that goes out that later on you guys notice that I had some orbs and wisps, and I'm here by myself. Both kitties are sleeping in the other bedroom. There's nothing to explain anything you might notice in this video, and the curtains are closed on the window. So yeah, there's nothing that would explain that. So if it happens, it happens. Okay, guys, we're coming to the end of this meditation. Again, meditation for me and for this channel is focused intention. And our intention has been to embody traits that are positive, that don't come to us naturally, but we'd like to do them more intentionally and have them over time become more natural, just like on riding a bike. Then we looked for intentions for our world, to have some peaceful resolution to conflict situations or um, political change, that kind of thing. And then we even looked at, again, a peaceful, best possible outcome integration of human society with that of friends and neighbors that are also loving and benevolent and kind and would welcome us as apprentice members, novices, whatever it might be. And then you may think of other things that you want to have your energy of intention go to, whether it's health matters or community matters or things like that, food supply, whatever you want to send your energy to, just be very, very focused on it. My intention is going, and this intention may never be transmuted or diverted or used for other purposes. So be really mindful about where you send your energy, please, always. So that's it for our meditation this month, where we looked at the power of intention and looked at some applications that were both personal as well as community-based, world-based, and even universal-based. I thank you very much for participating and being here for this. If you are disappointed that we didn't do breath work, that's on me. Okay. We'll do it next month. I promise. I promise. But in the meantime, since the things we do are so easy to do, hopefully you just did them naturally on your own, or that I described them well enough, even if you knew it. Oh, okay. So that's what they do? Okay. Well, I can do that. Okay. I appreciate it. So I'm going to stop the video here in just a minute. If you're typing a comment, please try to finish it up. If you don't get a chance to before I stop the video, you are welcome to cut and paste it and put it in the comment section where this video will be under the live. Understand that while we do have live chat replay, it's not going to show up for a while. So don't think it got lost. It was something that I scheduled in with when I scheduled this live stream, but it does take a while to show up. Not as long as it used to. I don't allow any form of advertising on my meditations anymore, period. It was causing problems, and I want our focus to be, I don't want to make money off this element of what I do at all. This is something that I do from the heart because I care about our world and I care about where our world is going. So that hopefully speeds up the process of getting that live chat replay, because they're not inserting advertisements or anything like that in what we've done today. And we have done some beautiful things, guys. They say it only takes 20 people of common purpose to join together and change the world. And we looked at changing some things in ourselves, in our families, our communities, our world, and even the universe today. Well done, folks. Well done. That's it for this video. I thank you so much for your time and for joining me on this meditation journey. And next month, on the third Sunday of the month, we'll do another one. And I have no idea what the main focus will be, but it'll be positive, always. Until then, if you're willing to receive it, I send you love, light, and I wish for you everything bright.